Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna jump right in because we have another pattern test and new pattern reveal for you today. As you can tell by the title, this is another Love Notions new pattern release, and this one is in collaboration with Tomcat Stitchery. And so yeah, what is it? It is the Bridget trousers. So if you saw in the previous video, I should have mentioned there was a pattern test coming up. This is it. This is a good one. And let me start out by saying, if you remember, if you watched my elevate my casual handmade wardrobe video in the different looks, there was one particular look, I'll pop it up here, that I said, okay, I'm gonna have something very similar about to this coming up. And here it is. These are the bottoms. Now the top is similar to a different pattern that I talked about, but I'm putting a whole look together that I'm gonna be sharing with you in a future video. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to thumbs up this video. But what about these Bridget trousers? So let me give you a quick rundown of the type of fabric and what they're designed for. They're designed for heavyweight stable knit, such as ponte, a jacquard, an interlock, a scuba, a double knit, or Liverpool. I used a Liverpool, and this Liverpool I will be sharing with you I purchased from Hobby Lobby. And so they're designed to give a nice polished professional look. For me, I thought when I saw the test, initially I was like, do I want to do these? But then when I was thinking about, you know, elevating my wardrobe, my casual handmade wardrobe, I was like, yeah, this is good, because I want to be able to dress these up, dress them down, right? Mainly just everyday casual wear, but easily these can be dressed up. They feature a high rise that sits at the natural waist, and they're fitted through the hips, thighs, and the sleek leg, wide leg silhouette. There are back darts for shaping, which is really nice because of the shaping. They do have slash pockets in the front. There is a welt pocket, but guess what? You can do the faux welt, which is what I did. You can do the faux welt, or you can do a functional welt pocket. And so either way, whether you do the faux or the welt, you're gonna get that nice, you know, classic finish in the back. And so it does have 3 different inseam lengths. I'll share with you all of that that I did. It has the full belly option. Y'all know that was check. That was good for me. And it has a full seat option to fit a flatter or, you know, rounder body types. Also good. The sizing goes from a 0 to 32. And so let's go ahead and jump into the sizing that I did. And I should have popped up the line drawing. Again, it is wide leg. You have a zipper fly, which you might not think that you need. Why are you putting a zipper in these pants? Well, first of all, there is no elastic waistline, so you can't just slide them up over your hips, so you need to be able to get in and out of them. And because of the type of knit that you are using, these are not stretchy enough to just really, if there was no zipper in them, to pull them over your hips and different things like that. So it's really good. What size did I do? So at the time that I am recording this, remember, for all videos, as much as I can remember, is my personal goal to put my current size that I am at the time of the recording, and also the size that I made. So for me, I am at a 43 waist with a full hip. And for me, that I always say that includes the fullest part of my belly. You'll see pictures and videos and whatnot. And so that's 55. So for me, I graded between sizes. Now, first of all, look at the finished garment measurement and pay attention to the body measurement, because initially, and I'll pop up pictures here, initially, I think I paid attention to only, I don't know what I was looking at, but I'm just going to share with you my fitting process. This first photo I'm showing you, I think I did a 26 through a 28. Way too big. Way too big, as you can tell. And so I had to go back to the drawing board, and it's so good to be able to do muslins. This is why it's good to do a muslin. I do suggest, if you do a muslin, this is what I did for this particular pattern. So obviously my muslin is in a knit. I would highly suggest doing your muslin in knit, and also just do shorts. Modify them into shorts. What I did when I did this, again, I started at a 22 at the waist and graded out from the hip 26 down. So the rest all the way down was a 26. Waist is the only thing that was at a size 22. And so, which is 43 to 55. So just so you are aware of that. And what I did was, before I made my final pair, so I already went through that first trial and error, way too big. Then I made them again in the blue, the light blue Ponte. I made them in shorts on purpose. And I love them. They are, when I tell you, these pants are so super comfortable. I have here is my my blue pair. So one of the things that I did, and I'll share with you the back and all of that. I think for this, if I noted this correctly, I accidentally kind of stretched out the waistband. No, I stretched out the upper part just a little bit. So for me, won't nobody be able to tell, but for me, there's a little pucker in the back, but I'll just share with you. So here are the shorts, and I'll pop up some pictures here, how those look. That gave me the fit that I wanted. And so I did do the faux pockets, because the faux welts, just because I wanted to know how they went in. And I know there was an update, the final of the instructions for the welt, perfect. And plus there's video within the pattern that share with you how to install the zipper as well as the faux welt. And so once the instructions for the welt in the pattern, the faux welt, were updated, much easier, because these, as you can tell, and I'm going to show you with my other ones, see how these kind of open like this. And yeah, I didn't like that at all. And so yeah, that's how they look. And you can see the darts. The darts were a little longer initially, but they did shorten the darts up on the final. And the pockets, I mean, these are so comfortable. When I tell you these are comfortable, and I get to wear, I live in a place, as you all know, that I'll probably get to wear these all through winter. Just because, I mean, you know, it doesn't get that cold here. And for my this second pair that I did, I used just a snap for my closure. And look at that. I had the perfect zipper zipper color to match my fabric. And it's just because I had a whole bunch of zippers. Highly suggest, get your threads, get your zippers from Walwack. Not an affiliation, I'm just saying. I just always buy what I have done. Total sidebar. My fabric stash is behind me. I have sat with Walwack open, looked at all my fabric, and have ordered thread that matched all my fabric. And it's not, you might think that's a lot of thread, but it's not. You're just getting basic colors that pretty much can go with all of these, right? Maybe that's 5, 6, 7, maybe up to 10 spools of thread. And I also did the same thing for zippers. I just bought a multi-color pack of 9-inch zippers, and look at that. It ended up being a perfect match. So, you know, that's why I do stuff like that. Just because, you know, you never know what you're going to be working with. And so this was my second pair. I will say the instructions are really good. Like I said, there were a lot of updates, reiterations, a lot of input. Whitney and team definitely took in all the input and whatnot from all of the testers. And so here we are. We have a good pattern. So when I talk about sizing, the sizing goes up to a size 32. So we have a waist that starts at a size, the body measurement starts at a size 24, a 0, and a 32 waist is a 49.5. But the finish garment for the waist is 51 inches and the full hip goes up to 64. So I believe this is definitely a nice size inclusive pattern. I did the 30-inch inseam. What I did, how did I figure that out? I pretty much just put the pattern up to me because I wanted to see if I put the pattern up to me where about it was going to end. If I'm thinking I need to shorten it, lengthen it, or anything like that, I have you know, I have that opportunity to do that. And also I cut out on the full butt line. So you have a flatter butt line and the fuller butt line. I cut, not that I have necessarily a round butt or anything, because I don't, but it's fuller, and so it's not necessarily flat. So for me, that worked out perfectly. For me, there is the instructions. When I Love Notion's instructions usually are 9 times out of 10 you are going to hit it out of the park and not have very many questions or concerns about how to put your piece together. Same thing with this garment. I thought it came together beautifully. Like I said, there were questions and updates that needed to happen throughout the testing period. That's what testing is for. So by the time it gets to you, it should be all good to go. And it is. It is all good to go. So coming in with my final look, and I'm going to pop in pictures here. So I again, this is Liverpool, and this came from Hobby Lobby, and they had, you guys, they had a lot of I won't say a lot, they had like 4 or 5 different colors. They had like a leafy color. It's not a maroon, you know, that kind of turn, the leaves turn in the fall, that color. They had something like that. And so I wanted the green just because initially, you probably know where I'm getting ready to go. Remember, I did my Packer shirt, and I was thinking about wearing that shirt with this to the game, but it was way too hot. I mean, Dallas, their weather, you know, they didn't have as much humidity as we did, but I wasn't sure if just in case the weather turned and it was a little cooler in the evening, I had something like this to wear that was still comfortable. No, I ended up wearing shorts, of course. But anyway, so here are my finals. I will pop up pictures. Let me show you and of course I finished off the inside with serger, but let me show you the welt on this. You will be able, you probably with my stitching, you won't be able to see, but see how the dart is not as long, and then my welt, it's just a faux welt. It's not anything that's meant to be functional. Obviously you can do the functional welt, but you don't have to. And then for the front, I did another snap, as you can tell. Here's the snap, and then the zipper, I don't know if you can tell, it's black. It's a, and it's not a black, it's like this gray black that went really nicely with this. So again, out of that pack I got from Walmart. And so the band, the waistband goes on smoothly. And what I do love about this, with that, the darts in the back, when it says help with shaping and fitting, it made the waistband go on smoothly. Very, very smoothly. You do have the front waistband and the back waistband, so it's, you know, you have the different pieces for the waistband, which makes it contour and fit more to your waistline and everything, especially if you're curvier and, you know, you tend to have a little poking out in the back. That will definitely help when you have that type of waistband, and plus you have the darts in the back. But yeah, I've worn these already. Actually, the day that you're seeing this is I wore them to church. So the whole outfit. And actually this top is the Love Notions ballad blouse, and I love it because it has the shirring here at the yoke area. So super cute, and I thought this was nice to pair with these pants today. So, and it's a beautiful day, beautiful day. And so yeah, and so I could take some more pictures too. But yeah, that is the pattern. In full belly, I highly suggest, y'all know I like anything that is going to give a little bit more room for the belly area, and that will work perfectly. for that. And so for me, absolutely love. And yes, I see me making more. The fact that I made them out of shorts, I'm gonna do some shorts. And love, love, love. I just love the way they fit. I love the way they feel. And so yeah, I do have, for those who don't know, I am a brand ambassador. The pattern is on sale. It started the day before you're seeing this, I believe was the 7th, October 7th. And so it will be on sale, and you can save an additional 10% off by using my code Q4SND. I'll put that on the screen. For those who don't know, I am a Love Notions brand ambassador, which means I can offer you an additional discount off any patterns. So you can use that code for patterns that go on sale on Fridays, the Feature Friday patterns, and also for workshops, different things of that nature, just the different patterns and stuff on the website. Go ahead and use my code if you would like. You don't have to, but it does help me here on the channel as well. And so yeah, use my code Q4SND for an additional 10% off. But I do highly, highly suggest this pattern. Pick it up, and yeah, be ready. Be ready. This is a good sew. This is a really good sew. I would say it will take you, now considering I've made them, like I went through the process several times now, right? So I would say you can definitely sew these up in a day. You can definitely sew these up in a day. The thing that might take you just a little bit of time, and I say if you struggle with zips and whatnot, the video is spot on. It goes real smoothly. And here you do have the fly shield. You also have a fly shield on here, which is really nice, obviously, so you don't have, you know, zipper rubbing up against your skin. But you do have the fly shield and everything. And so that part goes relatively fast. The video is really good for that. That's within the pattern. All good. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Leave a comment down in the comment section, but I will leave a link to the pattern as well as my code down in the description box as well. Go ahead, take advantage. The sale ends on this coming up Monday after you're seeing this, so make sure but I'll pop it up in the community tab and on social, so you'll remember all of that. All right, everybody, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I thank you so much for tuning in today. This is another good one, so stay tuned for Sunday's video. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a blessed rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.